Good morning, friends. Today we are going to discuss a case about the powers of the district magistrate in section 144 CRPC. You may be knowing section 144 CRPC gives power to an executive magistrate in urgent cases, so to issue orders when he is apprehending a danger, when there is a danger is existing. So he can proclaim the so-called prohibitory orders. Normally 144 says about the meeting or combination or groupism of more than 4 persons. Normally it says like this, a group of more than 4 persons should not come onto the roads or should not make into a group in any public place with weapons. That is another clause they will add. So normally this is the thing. So in Kolkata, it so happened that the district magistrate has extended this to suspension of the internet services in Hooghly district. You may be knowing in West Bengal, Hooghly district, it has saw violent incidents of breakdown of the law and order from May 12th or so. So, keeping the situation in mind, the district magistrate, means the district collector, has clamped prohibitory orders under 144 CRPC, and at the same time he has ordered for the suspension of the internet services from May 12th to May 17th. So no internet. Already we are fighting the COVID-19 pandemic. We are all staying in the houses. If the internet is not there, then how to enjoy seeing the movies, or at least how to know and how to study the online classes, how to see the YouTube online classes, online lectures, all these things, definitely it has become a difficult thing. Therefore, an association called as SFLC, that is Software Freedom Law Center, SFLC, Software Freedom Law Center, represented by Prashant Sugathan, is an advocate, and Priyanka Tibrewal, she is also an advocate. Both of them filed a petition before the High Court of Kolkata. So now immediately the matter was taken up by none other than the CJ himself. You may be knowing the CJ is Kottayathil B. Radhakrishnan of Kerala State, and another bench consisting of CJI and another judge by name Arjit Banerjee. Both of them took the matter and gave an order, of course, directing the government to file 2 separate affidavits about the power of the district magistrate in invoking the suspension of the internet and regarding the law and order situation in Kolkata state. Our point is only suspension of the internet services. Now let us see what the challenge is. So what are the averments of the petition filed by the so-called Prashant Sugathan and Priyanka Tibrewal? So they say that the DM lacks jurisdiction. That means the district magistrate has no jurisdiction to suspend the internet services because it is not in the principles of proportionality. It is excess of his jurisdiction. That is what is called, of course, in other words, they said, in beautiful words, they said lack of jurisdiction, excess of jurisdiction, they say. And they have defined on case law. Of course, Supreme Court also allowed this case law. Anuradha Basin versus Union of India 2020 is very recently. Of course, you may be knowing on August 4th, I think, August 4th of last year, the central government has given an advisory to all the pilgrims of Amarnath to come back, all the schools to be shut down. Of course, immediately on the 3rd day or 4th day, they have impounded the so-called Article 370 and all these things. At the time, the services of internet services, they were totally suspended. Basing on against to this, Anuradha Basin and Ghulam Nabi Azad, both of them filed a case before against the Union of India. This is a famous case. Of course, in this case, Honorable Justice N.V. Ramana and others, they stated, they asked the government to direct the government to think of reopening of the suspension on the internet services, telephone facility, all these things. That means they have actually they have substantiated Article 19. So right to liberty, that is freedom of speech and other things. Article 21 also established, they have established this principle, they have given a direction. Of course, they have given not 100% direction, they have it is like an advisory. Anyway, Anuradha Pasan, they have cited this case law also. Now, what the plaintiff says is that actually the government, central government, because the services of internet, they come only under the central government's purview. So, temporary suspension of telecom services within brackets public emergency or public safety rules 2017 are there according to the Telegraph Act, age old act, just like our endemic diseases act, Telegraph Act also 1855. We used to book cases people on the people who were in possession of the telegraph wires. Of course, that copper wire is gone. Next came iron wire, it's gone. Next aluminium, it's also gone. ACR conductor, of course. Now we have gone for cables. Anyway, but still that act, Telegraph Wires Unlawful Possession Act, still it is there. So as per that act and the rules regarding the temporary suspension of telecom services, only the center is competent, not the district collector. So therefore, they wanted to uplift or to revoke the so-called suspension of internet orders. Of course, they have cited even the position of the High Court also. Nowadays, with the lockdown, normally the courts are preferring virtual video conferencing. If internet is not there, even a broadband or high bandwidth is there, then only the so-called video conferencing will be conducted freely. Otherwise, it's very difficult. So, if the internet is there, how the court can proceed? How the students can pursue online classes, how we people we have here. Very recently I have heard Mukul Rohatgi's lecture, and so many Vikramjit Banerjee, so many people are giving YouTube lectures online, and we are hearing. If internet is not there, how it is possible? No doubt there is a violation, breakdown of law and order machinery. There are so many methods. You have already issued orders under 144 CRPC stating that no more than 5 persons should assemble. Then what is the purpose of shutting down the internet services? It happened in Kashmir, and the DM might have been emboldened by the act of the center. He said he is equal to the center because he is the boss of a district, he can do anything, but it is not possible. But of course, here please remember, the Advocate General, he says, yes, DM can prohibit anything. According to 144 RPC, he can, it is only not only prohibitory, it is also a remedial measure also. So definitely he can suspend the so-called internet services. Of course, luckily the Advocate General requested the Honorable Court because May 17th is expiring. Already they have stopped it. May 17th is expired. At that time, May 16th, these arguments were heard. So from tomorrow, the suspension will be lifted and no more suspension will be enforced. He has given assurance to the court also. Therefore, they did not take up that matter solely, and they have asked the government to file the affidavits belonging to the failure of law and order and all these things. Please remember, so here the important point is the power of the district magistrate to suspend the so-called internet services, which is not at all correct. So it is not, please think 144 we will discuss about always reasonable proportionality. So reasonable proportionality is neither, that is excess to his powers he has done. So it is not reasonable restriction. So in this connection, I want to tell you, last year the Kerala High Court also reiterated under Article 21. One student of a girls' hostel in a very famous school, she was studying in the hostel. She was not allowed to operate the so-called internet. Internet services were restricted. From 9 p.m. no internet services, they were restricted in the college hostel. Fatima Sherin or Fahima Sherin, she has approached the Kerala High Court. Kerala High Court 100% said, yes, it is a fundamental right. Internet service, right to secure the internet is a fundamental right. Article 19(1)(g) and Article 21 also they have stated. And actually you may be knowing, Kerala is a state which has declared previously, I think 2007, declared a right to access internet is a human right. So of course they are right. Kerala state is always in advanced stage. And Anuradha Basin case also, just now we have studied. So when the internet services or even for that matter telephone services, all the television, all these things were shut down during the Article 370 period, most likely on August of last month. The government, of course, the Supreme Court has come down heavily, but it has given only advisory in that Anuradha Bhasin and Ghulam Nabi Azad case, where they have directed that so access to the internet is a fundamental right under Article 21, right to life and liberty. Yes, they have to express their grievances, they have to express their feelings, they have to way of expression. For that only the so-called internet services should be there. Of course, since the central government is empowered under the so-called temporary suspension of telegram services rules 2007, then they have given advisory. But as per a state is government, 100% the collector is not competent to suspend the so-called internet services. This is a good case law. Of course, the outcome we have to see. Anyway, this is following the order. Normally already they have stopped the suspension of the internet services in Hooghly district, and now it is okay. Anyway, this is a good case to decide whether the district magistrate or the collector is competent to suspend the internet services. If the government allows, if the court allows, so everywhere the collector, if he is not satisfied, he will say for 1 month no internet service. Please think, please assume if the internet is not there, how you will feel. Definitely it is just like we can't imagine, because of course even for 1 hour we cannot, the cell phone should be in our hands. Without this, every time we will be looking, each man may look into 100 times every day, whether any WhatsApp message there, Instagram message there, any Facebook entry there, whether his friend said good morning or good day, all these things will be there. And youngsters, they will be playing the so-called PUBG game or some other some games, I don't know. So all these things there. So human life is connected to internet, and you can talk to your friends in USA or other countries through internet only, through WhatsApp calls. Definitely there are advantages with the internet. At the same time, you have to think the other side also. Why the collector has suspended the internet? Because fake messages. Nowadays social media is ready with so-called social messages. Even they are not excluding the honorable high courts also. Very recently Andhra Pradesh it happened. The high court has given some orders, 3 orders one day against the party government in power, and nowadays the so-called the supporters of the party in power or the government, they are even trolling the high court judges also. One of them should be of some caste. All these things is not advisable. But anyway, for that purpose only, with good intention, the district magistrate would have suspended the so-called internet services, but it has come to the court. We have to see the legal aspects, not the public interest. Of course, public interest they can take in other way, but legal aspects, as per the law, as per the Telegraph Act, only central government is competent. 144 may not be able to go to the extent of suspending the license. That is rate of disproportionality. Definitely it will come. Anyway, after the High Court gives a clear direction, we will discuss once again. For this time, definitely it is in the view of the CJ of Kolkata High Court, I am sure that internet services cannot be disrupted, basing on Anuradha Bhasin case as well as Fahima Shireen case of Kerala. Thank you.